Today's discussion is going to be about setting boundaries. I don't know about you all, but I know that's always been an issue for me. Although I am working on it, still is a challenge. So, what are boundaries? When do you know you need to set some boundaries? And what are 10 ways that you can actually set the boundaries? So, if this sounds like something that you're interested in hearing about, stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel where we discuss social work, healthy living, and natural beauty. If you've watched any of my videos, I would love for you to subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload weekly videos. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, today we're going to be talking about setting boundaries. And from time to time, you may see me look down to refer to my notes. So, what are boundaries? In layman's terms, boundaries are any time that you separate yourself from others emotionally or physically. So setting boundaries can actually be beneficial to you. It can cause you to become less angry. So I'll give you an example. If every day you're going to lunch and you sit next to an individual, your coworker, and every time you walk out the door, the coworker expects you to either ask them and or bring lunch back for them, and you become upset behind that because you feel as though maybe it's one-sided and the coworker never returns the favor. If you just set the boundary and be direct, have the uncomfortable conversation with that individual and get that off of you, that's one way that you can become less angry, because you have set the boundary that don't expect for me to bring you back lunch every day that I go out for lunch. So another way is setting boundaries can allow you to experience less anxiety and stress. Reducing the thought of all the things that you may have to do for individuals will definitely reduce some stress and anxiety when you set a boundary. Setting boundaries can increase your confidence. It could allow you to feel more positive about yourself. So, for example, if you had that conversation with the coworker, or the direct conversation with a family member or friend, just about how you feel more confident in yourself and positive about yourself, that you've actually spoke up for yourself and gotten that off your shoulders, something that maybe had been weighing heavy on you for a while. So setting boundaries can nourish your mind, body, and spirit and create happiness and freedom for you. You can feel free now that you don't have to feel obligated to do everything that someone may ask you to do. How do you know when you need to set boundaries? And what are some signs that tells you, hey, I need to set some boundaries? One sign that you know that you need to set boundaries is burnout. If you are burnt out, if you are getting adequate enough sleep and you are still tired every day, day after day, then that is a tell sign that is a sign that you need to set some boundaries. That you need to set boundaries is that if you lack me time, if you don't have any time for yourself or to do anything that you want to do because you are pleasing others, not saying no, that is definitely a sign that you need to set boundaries. If you're worrying about upsetting other people or making others mad, that is another sign that you need to set boundaries. If you are struggling at night to sleep because you're up thinking about the things that you need to do for others, or how you can help others, or anything about other people constantly, not just a simple thought, or just how you can make others happy, that is a sign that you need to set boundaries. If you're complaining a lot, never happy about anything, or just never pleased or happy with yourself, that may be a sign that you need to set some boundaries. Last but not least, I'll give you 10 examples of how you can set boundaries with people. 1, require people to respect your time. If if you have a set appointment with someone and they show up late, reschedule. Don't allow them to, or still meet with them, because if they do it once, the likelihood is that it will happen again, and then you will become upset. Again, you're not setting the boundary. 2, be authentic about your feelings and the discussions that you need to have with individuals. Just be real with them. Most people can respect that. They may not always like it, but at the end of the day, I think they may respect it. Also, you may want to make sure that you're conveying your feelings in a respectful manner. 3, I can't stress this enough. Self-care. Be selfish about your self-care time. Do not cancel your time for you, and don't let anyone interrupt it. 4, recognize the unreasonable. Be aware of things that you just can't change. 5, trust in yourself and believe in your decisions and that you made the best decision for you. 6, now this is a tough one. Saying no. Learn how to say no. And then once you learn how to say no, don't go back on your decision, and don't feel guilty about the fact that you said no. 7, allow others to make their own decisions. Don't enable people and make decisions for them. You can be a guide or you can help them out, but that's too much pressure on yourself. So set the boundary and make the individual do the work for themselves. So 8, leave harmful situations. Carefully evaluate situations, and if you determine that they are harmful to you, physically or emotionally, you have to remove yourself from those situations. Okay, 9. I have to laugh about this one because 9 was always such a struggle for me within recent years. Just learned that I cannot save the world. So 9 is you cannot rescue the world. So don't spend time trying. I'm not saying don't help others, but you have to set boundaries. You cannot rescue and come to everyone's rescue that's having an issue or problem. And number 10, make it a routine to set boundaries. Make this your normal behavior. Do not go back. Once you begin setting boundaries, continue to set boundaries with everyone. There's no exceptions. So if you made it to the end, I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you watching. Hopefully this information can help you or someone else out. Remember not to be hard on yourself. You won't be able to start this behavior overnight, and it takes time, but continue to practice so that you feel better overall. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.